Welcome to the dungeon with Harlan and Andrew.
Hi, hello. Welcome to a special edition of the dungeon here today, where we are joined by Aaron Urist.
Hello. I've taken control.
I almost said a usual on our stream. I don't know if that's the right term, but some of you may know him
Instead of a regular, a usual.
Yeah.
I'm a usual in this bar.
Yeah.
I'm a normal
Can't
person.
kick me out.
Here.
I quit.
He's joining us today because he's helping me interview Andrew again, but this time for a very special reason. Andrew released his own TTRPG that he created.
Yeah.
He finished something. We're only a month into the year, and you already accomplished your goal.
Well, I kickstarted it. I keep extending the done status of it.
Okay, so is your how to finish something tip kickstart it, so then you have to finish it? Is that what's happening right now?
Well, that helps if you want to print it. I saw the Kickstarter was doing Zine Quest, which is where indie game designers launch zine RPGs, and I was like, okay, I'm going for it. I didn't even know about Zine Quest. The core game was done for my game, and I just happened to see Zine Quest on Kickstarter. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do this and I'll print it up, and this will be how I learn how to use Kickstarter. So it was like the perfect timing to do it.
Hell yeah. So the game is called Streets.
It was called Strays originally, because when I created it, I had no grand plans for it. It was for my daughter's RPG club at school, because we were trying to play D&D, but remotely, and none of them had played except my daughter, and it was a fucking nightmare trying to just to teach them the basics. Like, they would like roll and she'd be like, I got a 33. I'm like, there's no what? Like, they were level 1 characters because she was adding her like ability instead of the modifiers, stuff like that. So I designed this game. So I was like, this is a game that everyone can enjoy. It's easy to learn. It's easy to play. And then the kids like run the game now. I literally just like moderate. I just like sit there and like do work listening to the game.
Wow, we've talked about this game so much, and I didn't know that there were kids actively running it and playtesting it for you. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, they play it every week. So it's called Strays, and then
I've ever heard of.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll put this out on Drive-Thru RPG and stuff. And only then, and I literally already paid for the graphic design. I had Rachel Weeks, another usual from the stream. She crushed it. She did a bunch of the graphic design. And then I checked and was like, found out that there's already an RPG called Strays on Drive-Thru RPG. So yeah, it's called Streets.
Streets is fun. It makes the cats and dogs seem tougher, I think.
Yeah. It was very hard to think of a new name because Strays was perfect. It was like, yeah, they're stray dogs and cats. So I was like, vagrants, transients. I was trying to come up with like another. So
that sounds like a hobo TTRPG.
Yeah. I mean, this one is kind of,
which should probably be the next project.
Yeah, Andrew, can I just hack your game and make it about like old-timey train
hobos.
hoppers?
Train hopping hobos, yeah. I mean, in a way, they're hobo animals, right? Like stray dogs and cats.
Well, I have, if it's okay with you, I'd love to put up, I have the character sheet in the front cover kind of side by side here.
Yeah.
Throw them up there. It's so cool. Look, I don't know, you can't see it, but...
some of this is a work in progress, too, because it'll get
not anymore. It's out in the world. I've just released it, so...
It's been released.
But yeah, so just this, I love this because it's just kind of a glimpse on like the sleek simplicity of it. When you've shown it to me, I think we both kind of fell in love with Tin Candles because it was so easy to play. Like, it's so easy to just like jump into it immediately. And this game has that same energy because look how nice and simple this character sheet is. Everyone, you can be a specific breed of animal. You can have 2 talents. You're strong, smart, or charming. It's awesome.
Or a combo. Yeah, the character sheet works in zine size too, which was a cool, unexpected perk. You can use the one that comes with the book or print it up, but it's totally readable at that half size.
Man,
which is nice.
Yeah, that's fun. Nice. It just seems like a pocket tabletop role playing game. It's super fun, and one that it's proven to be kid accessible, which is great.
Yeah, which is nice getting to play test of that. But I played it with adults too, and they had a good time. Yeah, for sure. We're
gonna play it tomorrow.
So tomorrow night on the stream.
Gonna be sweet.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited about it. If I'm gonna try and put this one on YouTube real quick on Friday morning of this week. So if you're watching this on YouTube, come hang out with us tonight. If you're watching this way in the future, it's probably on our YouTube channel. Come hang out with us. But it's gonna be fun, and you can see Andrew's game in action, and also. You can get it on Kickstarter. I'm going to pull up the link and post it in the chat at some point here.
Yeah. There's a weird Kickstarter bug where it's showing a different game. It's been a nightmare.
Oh, no.
It's been a nightmare day.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
I accidentally, a number of people have told me it's pulling up a different game. You could still like back my game, but the main thing that it shows you is for a different game.
Okay. Well, don't be tricked. Don't be tricked on which game. That's the first challenge in this tabletop role-playing game.
It's not called Clinic, whatever this other game is. It's called Streets. But
cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, Andrew, I like that this game has consequences. It is for kids. They are animals. So, you don't want to like we're not going to 10 candles them, but will you tell us about this system?
You've been 10 candled.
Because you can see here, as you all can see here on the character sheet, it has like left leg, right leg, body, front leg, head. Will you tell us about that?
You can get hurt. Yeah. And just as a quick note, 10 Candles comes with a module where you get to all be dogs, and I was like, oh, I can't run that. I can't run that thing. Like, I can't.
Yeah, no way.
Wherever all the dogs die at the end, like, no way. Can't do it. So yeah, the way it works consequence-wise is if you get hurt, you get injured. So you check the little injury box, and it shows you roll the dice, and it shows you where you get hurt. Like, let's say you fall off a ledge you're walking on. The game master says, all right, you take an injury, so go ahead and roll the body location die. The character sheet matches up the dice results with the body parts for you, so you check the injured. If you get hurt in that same spot again in the adventure, you take the broken damage, and you're taken to the dog pound or whatever, and then you get adopted in 1d6 days, but the player doesn't know how many days, only the game master, and then you're taken out of the game. So it's a happy ending for your character, but you're out of the game. That's like the all ages mode. In the grown-up mode, which we will be debuting tomorrow night, if you get taken to the pound, you get euthanized in 1d6 days, and you have to either escape or get adopted by there's like different people who come into the shelter every day looking for pets, and you have to either be what they're looking for or succeed in the roles to get adopted.
And this is why you should put this note in the game, Andrew. I'm giving you some playtesting feedback. You should put a note in there. Don't play your own animal. Don't play your own pet.
Oh yeah, don't do it.
Don't play your own pet. Yeah, play a fictional pet.
Don't be a pet. Yeah, it would be sad. I've never had it come to that, but yeah, your friends have to come bust you out, if you get taken in. So yeah, those are pretty much the main consequences. The other consequences being all like story based,
Yeah.
If you fail trying to persuade somebody, they don't do what you want, that kind of thing. But the big consequence is getting hurt and then taken in.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, can you give us a glimpse of what tomorrow's going to be like? Like what what's an adventure setup look like with this game?
I'm not sure the adventure we'll be doing tomorrow, but a lot of the adventures in the book are they're real simple. It's like the mystery of what's going on, and kind of the meat of what the animals have to do to solve it, and then like the resolution. There's like a good resolution and like a bad resolution. It's kind of like that. They're pretty simple, and so there's one that we won't be doing tomorrow, but your fellow stray dogs and cats in the alley are turning up. They're like missing, and so you follow the trail of where they last were, and it takes you down into the sewer. And there's like a big alligator that's down there that's been snacking on the other dogs and cats that you have to drive away. You have to overcome. There's like a fighting mechanic in the game. It's called scraps. It's getting a scrap, and it's kind of just like a roll off 2 out of 3. But yeah, so you'd have to like overcome this big alligator.
Man,
that won't be the one that we're doing.
This is like all of my favorite kids movies, though. You know?
It's like, hopefully, yeah.
It just feels like a fun cartoon. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be fun tomorrow. Every game that we played, people are like, "Oh yeah, it's fun." And the cool thing about it is that they're usually very short. We had one game; it was like 50 minutes. The average game, I'd say, is under 90 minutes. So. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have like a quicker game.
Well, we'll see. Between me and Jared Logan tomorrow, I feel like we can turn it into a 3-hour game.
Stretch it out.
Yeah.
People are talking in the chat about a Homeward Bound campaign. The Kickstarter already unlocked the stretch goals, one of which is a campaign. And I don't want to spoil too much, but if you like Homeward Bound, you will probably like the campaign mode that will be in there. And if you can't handle Homeward Bound, then I don't know if you can handle the campaign.
As long as it's not like Fox and the Hound, then we're good.
It's
the scariest movie ever.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
We haven't really had any really emotional games. I thought that there would be maybe some sad games or something, but it's usually pretty.
Yeah.
Well, between me and Jared
once you release the expansion for feline leukemia.
Yeah, it's one of the hazards of the world.
Sorry, the vet says there's nothing you can do.
You got in a fight with the wrong cat, and now you've got it.
That's right. It's according to this table, it says you're a corgi whose legs don't work.
Oh yeah, that's that's the character I came up with. A corgi with in a wheelchair. Yeah, one of those dog wheelchairs with the wheels.
Oh, that rocks.
I mean, it's one of the cuter things I can think
Indy.
of.
Yeah.
Man, I saw a bulldog in one of those the other day. Hoo boy, almost crashed the car that I was a passenger in.
Speaking of which, Aaron.
Yes.
What dog should I be tomorrow?
What dog should you be?
I've been overthinking it. I've been overthinking it, and you're great at character creation. Let's do what? Tell me.
Oh man, you're gonna play a dog, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just more of, I don't really have a bias. It's just like I have a dog. I just feel like.
So you feel like you need to.
You can be any dog you want. I came up with a system so that whatever breed of dog you want, there'll be like stats for it. But you can also be a mixed breed, and you can mix different dog stats together. Plus, you get one additional stat point just because like mixed breeds are just kind of more resilient in general. So you get a little stat bump if you're a mixed breed. And then cats have the worst stats, but the best luck. You get a bunch. Luck lets you re-roll, and you get 9 luck points if you're a cat. So you can be re-rolling left and right.
Good.
Andrew, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so fun. That's such a good, like, how we talked about with Steve and Dewey about how when mechanics, like, really push the story you're trying to tell. Yeah, that's
totally.
So one more time, here's the character sheet here. So I have to pick a breed and 2 talents.
Somebody said you should be an Australian Shepherd. That's been pretty popular. Australian Shepherds have popped up in the games I've run.
What's that dog with the super long face? The one that looks like Benedict Cumberbatch?
A collie, an Afghan hound.
Maybe it's an Afghan hound. No, I don't.
Few.
Shit.
Who called
I don't
me a
remember.
chihuahua? Someone in chat called me a chihuahua. That's
They're getting lots of suggestions.
my strong reaction should tell you how accurate that probably is about being a man. There's a lot of good suggestions in here. Maybe I'll just watch the dog show, rewatch this year's dog show tonight for some inspiration.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like a Shiba Inu.
Yeah, those are cute. They look like mini huskies. Real popular in Japan.
I think she was good. We had a Shiba that lived above us one day for a while in our apartment building, and it just like bounced when it walked. It's just like a deer almost.
Yeah.
I feel like a Shiba Inu would be smart.
Okay, I like this. I feel like I always play like dude bro characters, like just like stonery dumb dudes in games. So I think that.
So let's see.
Smart.
Just for fun, let's just see Shiba Inu.
Could you play a dog that gets like carried around in someone's purse, and the person who carries you around is just like your familiar?
Well, you're supposed to be a stray, so it'd have to be like a hobo, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So you'd be in the non-sporting group, and I'll tell you. I'll kind of just give you an example of how you would find these stats. So the non-sporting group gives you. Apologies, I don't have this up because I wasn't ready. So you get what's called core energy, and you diversify your core energy points into skills. So
Gotta diversify that core energy.
yeah,
Sounds like what Alex Jones tells people to do. You need to buy these supplements so you can diversify your core energy.
so it's a pretty well-rounded class. You get 2 mental, 2 physical, and 3 charm. So you could put those 2 points into the mental skills, 2 into the physical, and then 3 into the charm. So you could blow all 3 charm points into being cute if you wanted, or you could put 1 into each skill, however you wanted. But so there's a good amount of flexibility for each character, even if people are like the same dog. Like if 2 people are like, oh, I want to be a bulldog, like you can still spec out your bulldogs to be a little bit different, which I like.
I see.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So, and you said I get 3 to start with? That's how it works?
What's that?
I get 3 to start. I can put like 1 in each skill. I'm just
You
looking
get
at
2 mental core energy, 2 physical core energy, and 3 charm core energy.
I see.
And then you diversify that number into those skills.
I see. Okay, cool.
And the skill is what you add to your dice roll. You roll 2d6, and you'll add your skill to it.
Wow, so easy. The talents are fun
hopefully.
too. Okay, will you give us an example of a couple of talents? Because
Oh yeah,
they're very
there's
funny and fun.
So in addition to your regular skills, that you have, you can also choose 2 talents, and they give you like special abilities. I kept them reasonably grounded. I didn't get crazy with them. For example, Houdini, you can open unlocked doors with your paw or mouth. I used to dog sit a dog that could open doors with its mouth. It was fucking terrifying. It would crush the doorknob in its jaws, and it would just let all the dogs out. Like I would come home and the dogs would be out in the yard because this fucking dog could open the door.
Oh boy.
There's another talent, Careful Eye. You have advantage on any focus rolls when crossing streets. Crossing the street is always dangerous in the game. You don't want to get hit by a car.
Boy.
It really messes you up. So that's one that would be handy.
Not getting hit by a car.
This is kind of a
skill
goofy
we all
one.
need.
What's that?
Not getting hit by a car. Talent we all need.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's another one, Pied Piper. Kids love you and will follow you almost anywhere, which is just a weird one. Like, I don't know how you could creatively use that to solve issues, but you could get some kids to follow you and help you out somehow.
Man, the amount of chaos you have packed into this game that is for kids is just gorgeous, Andrew. You've done good work here.
And I meant it as an all ages game, but the kids have come up with some serious scenarios. In one game, my daughter played a pit bull and she like attacked this woman and was like biting her repeatedly. I was like, the mental image of what's happening is pretty horrible for an all ages game. But my daughter was having the time of her life, and so were her friends. They're having a great time with this dog attacks.
They
Someone
said-
asked if I put road crossing rules in there, and yes, there's a consequence for getting hit by a car, and
Really?
basically you when you come to a road, you do a skill check to see if seems like it's safe to cross, and then you could do a speed check to see how fast you get across. So that's just kind of like a common hazard, like a physical hazard that you encounter in the game.
I just love this because like we're going from streaming these games where it's like human beings being like, I'm gonna jump across this canyon, like, and you roll for skills, and it's the same event with dogs. They like come up to a street and they're like, oh no, a great challenge.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you get hit by a car, you roll that injury dice 3 times. So you could take 3 injuries, or you could end up getting broken right then and there and getting hauled off to the pound.
Skipped up to the pound. Yeah.
Someone asked, how do you get laser eyes? Someone else has already asked me that earlier today when I was talking to them about the Kickstarter. And I do have a surprise planned that may or may not involve laser eyes.
What?
Yeah, Cyberpup?
Because Cyberpup Red.
Cyberpup Red. Cyberpup 2077.
So yeah, that was...
What's 2077 in dog years? Cyberpup 31.
That's so
71.
far. Yeah, that's very funny.
It's just Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, just like
With
warrior
dogs.
priest bulldogs.
Oh man, yeah, this
What an
is
insane mashup.
another thing you're gonna lock on Kickstarter. We got to do it.
Yeah,
Cyberpup is too good.
yeah, that's pretty great.
Well, cool. I'm excited to play this tomorrow. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited
watch.
to run it with you all, and yeah, my new fear though is like any tabletop role-playing game. There's always this fear that you horribly overlooked something, and there'll be a game and someone will just be like, oh, this is broken, and I'll exploit it or whatever. But
Hey.
so far it's it's like loose and fun, and it's
Right.
not it's always like one shots unless you're playing the campaign that will be in the book. But so yeah,
Honestly, a session, it's like we were talking about with Starshine the other day. It's like a session where someone breaks your dog and cat game where they just become a super dog and just like unkillable or whatever. Like that sounds fun as hell. So if we break it
Sounds like a
tomorrow,
good game.
we'll have a great time.
yeah, hopefully.
Andrew, or Aaron, what dog would you play? Or cat?
I would probably play cat.
Hell yeah. What kind?
What type of cat?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sort of not well versed in the breeds of cats. I know the Maine Coon cat. I know the Sphinx cat. I know the Oriental short hair cat. Those are pretty cute.
Man, I love the hairless cats.
Those are adorable. They look like little goblins.
I want one of those in real life. But
You should get one and let me be friends with it.
yeah, they're expensive. They're hard to adopt. So maybe I'll just play one in
Are
this
they?
game. Yeah.
That's also
Yeah, I
a
didn't
good
do
idea.
any cat breeds, I guess, because I'm a jerk. I was just like, you're a cat. Here's your stats. Like, because I feel like the variation in cats is so much closer than in dogs. I feel
Well,
like.
Andrew, let me tell you that you're wrong. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm sure there is
some
variation
cats
in
are
cat
kind of
breeds,
small,
but
and then some cats get pretty big, but
they're broken down into big longs. And
yeah, somebody even said in chat, I
Short
stand by the idea that
smalls.
cats don't have breeds; they have weights and personalities.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. You should do personalities for the cat. That's fun.
Jerk, major jerk. No, just kidding.
Oh,
Wow. I
I'd
found
be
how
a
your
Manx.
game is
If I was
broken.
gonna be a cat, I'd be a Manx. They have like little bobtails,
Oh, yeah.
and their hind legs are kind of like a little higher. They look like kind of like little bobcats.
they're cute. I've seen them. They're all cute. You can never make me not like cats.
Well,
Is there
Andrew,
anything else you wanted me to cover? I'm trying to think if there's any other features of the The game.
Well, I'm just gonna put it here one more time.
So
Yeah. What
there's
is
a
your?
roll.
Do you have
What's
any? Yeah, I just want to hear if you have like a little tiny like favorite rule or something, like something you put in there that just made you giggle, or that you're excited about, just being a piece of the game that you feel excited about.
I don't really have. I don't know if it's anything that makes me giggle, but what I like is that on the results table, I built in like a gray area, which I like, and I wish more role playing games had. So instead of just like you did it outright or you failed outright, I like where it's like, maybe you did it, but it created a new problem, or maybe you didn't do it, but you could see like how you might do it. And I've been trying to incorporate that more and more into my games. And so like if an average roll on here, if you roll a 6 through an 8, that's that gray area that you're gonna get, and that is the sweet spot. When you roll 2d6, that's what you'll roll most of the time. So having a skill modifier helps lift you out of that and get you into the outright success. Because without being skilled in something, you're going to land in that gray area most of the time, which makes for the most narrative fun, both for the game master and for the players, because it's it's a fun way to introduce new problems. Or if you need the game to be chugging along, the game master can just be like, yeah, you pulled, ultimately you did it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that flexibility. This is another reason why it has to be easy to run too. Yeah, it's fun.
I can't think of any other. Trying to think of another mechanic that I like.
Well, do you have any other wild scenarios that you've seen running this with kids? Like having kids run this game and GM this game?
This is not a scenario that I came up with. This was submitted, and it will be in the book. So it's kind of a spoiler. But Aaron Gabbo, a friend of the stream, submitted an idea where your characters are being have gone viral on social media, and so they're being hounded by people with like their phones, and it's like driving them crazy. And so my daughter ran that scenario for the club at her school, and it was very funny. And what the video that went viral was one of the characters who's a cat like threw a bagel at a person and like hit them with it, and it was just like very funny that everyone
that
in the
go
city
viral.
It would be like a hit, I think. And so everyone was following these animals around this bagel tossing cat. And then they wanted to go into a Barnes and Noble and like fuck it all up, which I also just love the image of this group of stray ratty animals
and anti-corporate terrorist animals
coming into the chain bookstore and just like trashing it. So yeah, there's just like some weird, funny moments, but yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow for sure. Are there any questions in chat before I know we just...
Yeah, there's one we have one more important question before we go is, can you equip them with tiny outfits?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, it would have to... Yeah, I guess that would have to be part of your backstory maybe. Like my little corgi with the wheelchair, I just imagine there's like a hobo that like helps him in and out of it and stuff, like...
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe like somebody knit you a little street urchin's coat or something. I mean, it's a flexible game. Whatever you want. Like some people, they don't like the stats of the dog that they pick. They're like, oh, I wanted to be cuter. It's like, if you want to trade some skill points for something else, I mean, why not? It's a flexible game.
So I can have a vest tomorrow, as you're saying. I can have like a small sweater on.
Totally.
Okay. All right. Did you hear that, chat? When my dog. When my Shiba Inu has a vest on, don't let him take it back. All right.
I mean, a Shiba Inu wearing a vest on the street would be grabbed so quickly. I mean, for one thing, that's an expensive pure breed dog. People are gonna be trying to grab you. You're gonna have to be on the run. But
it's a really gross sweater.
Yeah, it's all ratty.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't make me. It's not to make me look cuter. It's to keep people from touching me. That's good. I like that.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. Should be fun.
Well, cool. So everybody go check out Andrew's Kickstarter. if you have.
Oh yeah, should I
Yeah.
put the link in here? Let me pull it up here.
Don't worry, I've done it twice.
Got it? Oh, okay.
There it is again. It's right there.
Yeah, and it's already funded thanks to a bunch of super generous people.
So exciting.
Yeah.
It's excited now. I can just concentrate on
But back it anyway.
finishing it up. Yeah, it's still super helpful just to back it just for future projects so that statistically it looks good. I've been learning all this like behind the scenes stuff about how Kickstarter works.
Does the project get additional money that it raises past the goal?
Oh yeah, it gets all the money for it. Yeah. But what they also look at is the number of backers compared with the goal. So you want like a healthy number of backers for the Kickstarter algorithm to pluck you.
Yeah, so everyone go support so that Andrew will make more games. Because
Yeah.
this one's so fun, and I want to see Andrew make more games. So.
And hopefully this will keep rolling over into another game that I have almost ready to go, and then after that. So
damn,
it's
I have to
exciting.
finish something now. You finished something. You figured out how to finish something. I got to finish something.
Again, I haven't. It's not print. Once it's printed and people have it in their hands, I'll consider it finished. Like I said, the core game, yes, it's done. I had it all laid out and it's in a PDF. But since now I've kind of changed the parameters of it, in May, you should have a hard copy of this in your hands, able to play it, and then I'll consider it done.
Amazing. Well, I'm excited for it.
Me too.
Well, cool. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. In case,
Thanks for chatting me with about it.
Aaron, thanks for coming. Thanks for being
thanks,
usual on this.
It's my pleasure to be here. You see, Harlan, there is nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, you thought Aaron's gonna do something?
No. Harlan was afraid to be here by himself.
Oh.
With just you.
Just like a.
I'm just kidding.
Usually have a co-host. You know?
I'm
It's
just
nice.
kidding. I'm delightful.
Yeah, you are.
Well, if you are, for some reason, watching this for the first time, and this is your first interaction with this stream, we also have a live D&D stream every Monday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. It's called Better
Boy,
Than
do we
Heroes.
ever.
It's a Spelljammer-influenced 5e campaign that's getting wild, so come hang out with us on there.
We are in it.
We sure freaking are, man. It's a good.
Let's talk about that now.
We should do a Streets crossover and do a game of Streets and Firma Regna.
Totally.
Oh
We're all
yeah.
Stray animals of Firma
Plant
Regna.
cats.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. We don't have to do
No,
that.
we'll do it. I'll make a bunch of weird animals. That'll be good. Yeah, and
Pupper.
also if you're watching this, make sure you're following us on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube. It's super helpful to us, support in other ways. So this seems like a one where the usual folks will come around, more usual people. So just make sure you're following us down here. It'd be super sick. And I think that's it. That's it for this week. Anybody have anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right. See y'all later. Don't
Thanks
forget.
again, everybody. Tip your DM, baby.
Back Andrew's Kickstarter. All right. See you, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's what I should have said. All right. All right, cool. I'm so worried I'm at the new stage where I'm like, what if everyone really hates this game? Because it's like